in America as we bring you the East versus West in both games. Today's game is proudly presented by Continental Tire. You love soccer, so do we, and by Greenfield Sports Turf Systems. Victory is at your feet. Hello, buddy. I'm Dean Linke. Delighted to be alongside former Mack Hermann Trophy winner from Maryland, Jason Gary, covering the boys' game. And on the girls' game, delighted to be with the multi-talented Katie Wilkinson. And, Katie, your game's coming up at 4 o'clock, so we'll start with you. What do you expect to see in that matchup?
Well, Dean, both teams are loaded with amazing athletes, and the thing is, all of these athletes have already decided on a college, and now we're going to mention 4 in particular that have played with the U.S. Youth National Team. For the East, you have Sydney Zandy and Amira Ali, and for the West, you have Carly Pascal and Arlie Jones. So what it's going to come down to is the phenomenal talent that we're going to see this afternoon.
Incredible colleges on display as well in that matchup. And Jason Gary, up first is the boys' game. This is a great opportunity for these young athletes to play together.
Yeah, it sure is. You got guys from all over the country. You know, they've heard about each other throughout the high school season. Some of these guys are already committed to colleges. A lot of them are still undecided. So it's a great opportunity for these young men to get out here and compete in a great atmosphere and look forward to who they're going to be playing against next fall.
Couple Michigan Wolverines to watch as well.
Yes, I'm looking for the Umar Osman from Connecticut, as well as Mohamed Zaki from Connecticut. These two guys are both going to Michigan next year. They're a forward-midfield combination. They should be something special here today.
On the boys' side, some players still undecided. A lot of college coaches will be watching right here on TopDrawerSoccer.com. When we come back, we'll have the rosters and the kickoff for the boys' high school All-America game coming up right here on Top Drawer Soccer.
There's a place where you really live, where you can do what you love to do. Whatever you do, get there with Continental Tires. Gain miles and save money with EcoPlus technology. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Welcome back to Cardinal Gibbons High School, Raleigh, North Carolina, alongside former Maryland national champion Jason Gary. I'm Dean Linke as we bring you the East boys versus the West boys, the 2016 National High School Boys Soccer All-America game. Delighted to be with you. Let's take a look at the rosters for both teams. We're going to list all 20 players. We'll start with the East, your goalkeepers and defenders. As we break down the roster here, the goalkeepers are first from Wilmington, Delaware, Gavin Campbell and Sean Murray. They'll each play a half. Your defenders, Tony Adewale, Zach Curtis, who's right here from Cary, North Carolina, Taziko Harris, Jules Olberg, Eamon O'Connor, and Max Zandy. Those are your defenders for the East team. Taking a look at the midfielders on the East, Reed Honeycutt, Aiden McFadden, Umar Farouk Osman, Adelji Palmer, Martin Sesenga, and Matthew Thorsheim. Those are the midfielders for the East team. And up top, your attacking players, David Egbo, Miles Franklin, Salah Uma, Max Silberg, Matthew Zawinko, and Mohamed Zaki. Of course, Zaki's a player you talked about in the open.
Well, yeah, we sure did, Dean. Umar Osman and Mohamed Zaki are the attacking players, one playing in the midfield and one playing up front that are going to be dangerous for the East team moving forward. And then in the back, Taziko Harris, 6'4" defender, undecided on his college. He should be an anchor there in the back for this East team.
Here are the coaches for the East. From Broomfield, Jim Davidson, Michael Gallagher from New York, and from Cleveland, Ohio, Mike McLaughlin. What a job he has done at St. Ignatius. Now your rosters for the West team. As you see right there, the bench as well. We'll take a look at the goalkeepers and defenders as we're here at Cardinal Gibbons High School. The goalkeepers for the West team, Lucas Klein and Keegan McLaughlin. Your defenders, Peter Garrett, Ben Lease, Cameron Smith, Matthew Sith, Griffin Stone, and Patrick Strauss. Your defenders and midfielders, rather, Sam Bonanno, Zach Bishop from Toledo, Ohio, Gianni Catenacci, Austin Swike, Charles Touche, and Zach Wegner. And your forwards on the West team, listed right here, Stuart Ashleman, Titus Grant, Juan Lewis, Adam Snow, J.D. Sohn, and Chris Sullivan. And your coaches for the West team are Mike Bear, Brian Hensel, and Matt Longo. And of course, this is run by Eric Stratman. As we get you set, it's the East and the West here. Delighted to be with you underway at Cardinal Gibbons High School.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, Dean. These kids are from all over the country, mainly from some of the northern and Midwest states where they play, their high school soccer in the fall. But great opportunity to get to know some of the other players and really get an experience of guys they're going to be playing against in college in the next couple years.
So the East in yellow, the West in black and blue. So you get to know the team as well. The West, middle of the park. I know as you were doing your research as well, it's Catenacci right now. There's been some big-time players that have gone on to great success that have played in this game.
Yeah, they sure have. Two that come to mind right away are Shilo Tashuma, the great Maryland forward that played for my alma mater there and moved on to the pro ranks. And Jonathan Campbell, a UNC guy, is now playing for the Chicago Fire. Had a great rookie season in MLS for the Chicago Fire. Both basically alumni of this game. So great opportunity for these kids.
TopDrawerSoccer.com. This game presented by Continental Tire and Greenfields. I want to thank all the sponsors as well. Adidas, big-time sponsor of all the uniforms. NJGSCA, Moxon Trunking LLC, Recruit Talk, Go for the Goal, among some of the sponsors. We'll get to more of them throughout the game as we're just underway. Again, the East in yellow, the West in black, blue, and black. As they play it forward, there's Zaki. And Zaki will drop it neatly here to another Michigan superstar that we've talked about, Umar Osman.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the East team kind of settling in here. A little bit of familiarity they're trying to build up. Some of the guys got to practice a little bit yesterday if their flights got in on time. But in any all-star game, when you're bringing a bunch of different players together that are not used to playing, it's going to be a little choppy early on. But they'll settle in. They've all experienced, great experience playing soccer on different levels. And these guys will settle into the game. It's a little bit choppy right now.
But Winkle had a touch. It'll go the other way now as Adam Snow, number 7, trying to go the other way. It was Umar Osman defensively there for the East to slow it down. Played in the midfield, the whistle, and one of our first fouls early on, whistled against the West.
Yeah, you can see Osman's already been active, been on the ball 3 or 4 times. It's a dynamic central midfield player. Kind of slight, but very, very quick, and has great first touch on the ball. And you can see him trying to make the game for this East team.
The East will play it out of the back. There's Taziko Harris. He's still undecided from South Kent, Connecticut, and he's a player that really caught the eye of Jim Davidson, Michael Gallagher, and Mike McLaughlin, the coaches for the East.
Yeah, you can just see it up from up here, Dean, the physical frame he has playing that center back position. He's 6'3" or 6'4". Looks like he can win a ball in the air. We haven't seen too much play in the air yet. And as I speak, there goes one in the air.
Bounce on the turf surface as well. Charles Touche wearing number 18. He'll push it out wide to Catenacci. Catenacci just inside, and there's that physical play right there from Harris. Shoulder to shoulder, and able to shield it. It'll be a goal kick now for the East.
Yeah, it was good defending, though. But you like to see the attacking play there from Catenacci. Just taking the player on. He's got an opportunity. That's what these games are for. Show what you can do in a one-on-one situation.
So here's the deal, Jason. 20 players on both teams, 2 goalkeepers. They'll each play a half. So you got 18 field players, and we expect those 18 to have about the same amount of time.
Yeah, and the coaching staffs will do a good job of switching it up and making sure that the game stays lively. You get 15, 20, 25 minutes into this game. I assume we'll see some changes depending on which way they want to go. Sometimes they'll let a whole group of guys play the first half and then do a total line change. But it'll be interesting. The more they get to play together, the more they'll get settled into the game and get comfortable.
Just to give you an idea, some of the colleges already in play here for these players. Navy, Akron, Syracuse, App State, Notre Dame, Monmouth, Bucknell. 3 Michigan players here. UConn, Yale, Northwestern from the Big Ten. Lafayette, Bucknell, Hofstra, Villanova, Bowling Green, Seattle Pacific, Wisconsin, Louisville as well. Just a few of the names. Here's Egbo. He'll switch it quickly as he tries to find Max Syberg. And Syberg going to Northwestern to play for Tim Lenahan.
Yeah, it was a good touch by Syberg.
Catenacci steps in there. He's still undecided. Cleaned up here now by Osman. Osman Far side for the East. Vowinkle with that right foot, played in. Nice touch here by Zaki. Zaki in the 18 and back out again. Osman had it for a moment. Too many touches, though, and numbers good right now for the West. It's 3-on-3. Defensively, though, stepping up is Zach Curtis, who's from right here in Cary, North Carolina.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play by Curtis. Just didn't quite get that final ball that he was looking for, but great step up by the right back there, make a strong tackle.
Spinning on it, turning is Zaki. Runs into 3 black jerseys. Defensively, again, it's Curtis. Had it for a moment. Picked up by Egbo, and a whistle again on the West, and the East will settle over the ball just past midfield.
Yeah, Zach Curtis had a great step there. The center back just anticipated the ball, trying to get cleared out from this West team. Good step in front of the forward. He's from right here in Cary, North Carolina, Green Hope High School.
State champion Green Hope High School, I do believe, as this one will come all the way back. As it looks like Sean Murray going to Monmouth has started in goal for the East. So Murray will get the first half for the East. We'll let you know in a moment who started for the West. No starting lineups given, as it's kind of free-flowing here today.
Yeah, absolutely, because the coaches, they're making their decisions about who to put in, not based on who's got the best reputation, just who's going to play well and how they can make their subs and keep the game flowing and give everybody opportunity to showcase what they can do. The East team's done a good job so far early in this game of keeping some possession. Saw the coaches before the game going over what type of formation they're going to play, how they're going to separate the field. They're playing kind of in that 4-3-3 kind of formation.
Osman pushing it forward, trying to find his future Michigan teammate there in Zaki. So already those two with that chemistry. They're both from Connecticut as well. I talked to Shaka Daly today, the head coach of Michigan. Those 2 players, and as well on the other side, Austin Swike, are 3 players that he thinks can come in next year and make a contribution. Of course, Michigan had a disappointing season this year. They played your alma mater tough, though. 2 double overtime losses to the Maryland Terrapins.
They did, and he's got to feel good about these players coming in. You can see they've already kind of got that connection from a center midfielder to a center forward, and the more and more they play together, they get into fall season next year at Michigan, get into preseason. I think they're going to be linking up quite a few times in college soccer.
So goal kick coming now for the West. No score. Boys game first, then the girls as part of the 2016 high school soccer boys and girls All-America games under the direction of Eric Stratman. What a job he has done each and every year putting this together with the support of some outstanding sponsors. Osman, a little give and go. Drop back to Garrett.
Yeah, it's a little better here from this West team. They haven't had much of the play. Oh, great step there.
Numbers decent here for the East. Too late, though, for Osman. And picked up now. This is Egbo, who's going to play for Jared Embick at Akron. And you think about great programs over the years. Of course, Caleb Porter followed Kenny Lola there and won a national championship, and now Jared Embick is there, and Akron's always pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. And Egbo, you can see he's just comfortable on the ball. Even in the first 5 or 10 minutes of this game, knows where to be. He's good with both feet. You see him using the left foot there to swing the ball outside. But he looks like a classic center midfielder, doesn't he, Dean? Just kind of sitting back there, getting on the ball. I think Akron's going to be very happy to have him coming in next fall.
Remember a guy named Will Trapp, Perry Kitchen?
Yep.
Both Akron players that played that position, right?
They just kind of held deep right there. They were good with their feet, just calm on the ball.
So, Jason, you said it well, though. The West starting to get a little more of the ball right now as they push it to the left side. That's Garrett, number 21. Garrett had it for a moment. Now here's the big man, Harris, and there's the soft feet of Harris as he'll push it to Silberg. Silberg, as we said, going to Northwestern. There's a turnover, almost too calm that time, and taken away by the West inside the 18. A little cut, and Harris comes over to clean it up.
Yeah, Adam Snow, the forward there, the number 7 for the West team. I think he should have shot the ball a little bit quicker. I think if you had it back, you try to take a quick shot and just get something on goal, test the goalkeeper. Now the East can break.
Snow is going to go to, look at that nifty move, as the Michigan star Zaki featured in the open by Jason Gary.
Zaki's pulling out the tricks, and he pulled it off very well. Gotta love to see that. I mean, this is, it's an all-star game, an all-American game. Go out and try something.
Here's Osman. I worry, though, you do that in a Big Ten game, and you might be laying on the ground a little later. Flag is up.
That's why you do it in this game, dude. I think if he does that next year against my old Maryland boys, there might be some hard fouls coming his way. It was a great play, though. Then we get a replay here. Watch this little bit of skill. Cuts inside. Defenders drop off. Boop. Great ball down the line. It was fantastic. And no coach is going to complain if you pull that one off. Now, if you give it to the other team and they go the other way, then you're going to be in trouble.
Excellent replay brought to you by Continental Tire. Proud to once again be the presenting sponsor of this game, along with Greenfield Sports Turf. And like I said, though, you do that in a Big Ten game, and you're going to be laying on the ground a little bit later, right?
That's right. That's right. Zaki's smart. He's choosing the time and the place to pull it off.
Here's Harris playing out of the back. 10 minutes in. And here's the man again, Zaki. He drops it back to Osman. Osman now will push it wide right to Syberg. That's Silberg, rather. I apologize. Going to Northwestern. Silberg had it for a moment and lost it. Now the West, again with decent numbers. Catenachi's calling for it. It'll go off his head. And come back now to Max Zandy. Zandy wearing number 19. He's going to Villanova.
It's a pretty good combination play there by the East team. So the final ball wasn't quite there. You see Osman, he's just all over the field, isn't he, from that center midfield role?
He's everywhere. Number 7 is everywhere. Excellent point. And to his Michigan teammate again, Zaki. Sent in. Zaki trying to clean it up, can't do it. Again, the West has the ability to counter. As the numbers are good on the break. You'll see some yellow jerseys getting back. Catenacci working that left flank again. And he'll head down the left side. Played quickly to Bonanno. Catenacci is in. And a lot of families of the West players right in front of our broadcast booth right here.
Yeah, it was a great play from Bonanno and the outside player, the number 17, Catenacci from the West. Good combination play. Catenacci was in. He just couldn't quite get the finish on the ball. But also a great play there from the number 9, Sam Bonanno.
One back again by the West. Long run through the midfield as they push it up top to Touche. Touche will drop it. Spinning with it there's number 12, Swike. And Swike, the other player going to Michigan. This one heavy Michigan slant early on as here comes, speaking of Michigan, Zaki's on it.
Keep saying Michigan because they're all over the field right now.
They really are.
The West has had a couple good chances to break out there. The East is trying to play more of a possession game, and the West has done a good job. Here's an opportunity.
Silberg, the future Wildcat at Northwestern, one bounce.
And the save there by Klein. I was watching him in warm-ups. Man, he is quick, the goalkeeper for this West team. Just had great form. He was getting off the line. He was doing a great job in warm-ups. Game's a little bit different, but got himself in a little bit of trouble there.
And Klein is from Quincy, Illinois, which is always great to highlight because Eric Stratman is from Quincy, Illinois, as is Matt Longo, the retiring coach at Quincy Senior High, has been there forever. And Travis Dinkkeller, they call him Dink, also from Quincy Senior High, part of your featured coaches here. And you think about Quincy, Matt Longo's father, Frank Longo, long-time man at U.S. Soccer, passed away a few years ago. Phenomenal guy. Worked under Hank Steinbrescher for years at U.S. Soccer. I worked for his dad, one of the gentle souls you're ever going to meet. He's about 6'6", just a gentle giant, great man for soccer, Jason.
Yeah, that's great. And I just think this is such a great event to get these kids out here from kind of all over the country. Great opportunity for them and their families to come out here to North Carolina and have a great time here at this game.
Osman will drop it. Looking for Zaki. Flag is up, though, offside.
Yeah, Zaki was just a little bit impatient there. He thought Osman was going to send it the step sooner. I mean, those two, you could just tell, man. If I'm the Michigan coach watching this game, I'm getting excited about these two. They've already got kind of an understanding, you know, and they're looking for each other, and that's something that you can't, takes time to develop. So the faster you could develop that, it's good stuff for the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, Shaka Daly saying he was going to watch the game. He's out recruiting some more future stars, but defensively in the back, Adewale, who is going to Navy wearing number 3. He'll drop it back to the keeper. Excellent trap. Push forward here now. Number 25, McFadden. And McFadden is going to play for Bobby Clark in the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Pretty good program as well in South Bend. Max Zandy from Westchester, PA. Back across. A little bit too high that time for Zaki. And now it's Egbo. Egbo dancing with it.
He wants to get on that left foot. You can tell he's just trying to shape it out. Good defending there by this West back line.
Egbo plays it quickly to Osman. It's like the West is absorbing pressure, and then trying to counter the other way. It's too long for Vowinkle.
Yeah, they sure are. The East they're comfortable playing that possession game, and they've got some familiarity with each other. And the West is kind of absorbing some of that pressure, doing a good job, though. Haven't given up any shots, any chances on goal, and they're trying to break out quickly. Just haven't had the right final pass as we get into the final third for this West team on the break.
The West coached by Mike Baer from Peoria, Notre Dame in Illinois, Brian Hensel from Washburn Rural in Topeka, Kansas, and Matt Longo from Quincy Senior High, Quincy, Illinois.
There you go. Come on.
Better work here now from the West. As once again it finds Catenacci, number 17. Now comes over wide to Peter Garrett. Garrett will try to square it centrally again to Austin Swike. Swike, pretty good ball forward to Sullivan. Sullivan was a player that the coaches were talking about before we came on the air. It's still loose. This is dangerous! And just missing, turning on it. The West with the best opportunity so far.
Here's the opportunity here. Looks like Touche kind of gets on the end of this. A little bit of a scramble in the box. The ball's bouncing around. Yeah, I think it's Touche at the end. Takes a good shot at it. It's actually a fantastic save in the end there by the East goalkeeper. Got his paw down to it, creating a corner kick here for this West team. This will give him a good opportunity to get some numbers forward. And you got some of the big players, the center defender, Cameron Smith, that's going to Louisville. He's going to come up for this. Good opportunity here. He's going to go with the left foot, see if he can swing one in right on top of the goalkeeper.
Great call on Touche, who's going to Cornell. Here comes the corner kick, still zeros off the head of Egbo. And they'll let it run out of bounds. It'll be a throw in back to the West. 27 minutes remaining here in the first. The 2016 Boys High School Soccer All-America game. Coming to you from Raleigh, North Carolina, Cardinal Gibbons High School. The head coach, Tim Healy, will join us in the halftime of the second game. Always fun to talk to Coach Healy.
Man, Bonanno's got a cannon on him with the throw-in. That was just as good as a corner kick. He put that thing in right on top of the 6-yard box. He's not that big of a guy either. He's number 9. He slung that thing in there.
That's a big weapon to have, right?
That's great.
Bonanno still undecided. It'll be a corner kick the other side now for the West. Near post. Pretty good ball driven in. Staying with it here, Sullivan. Sullivan into the 18. Good little move and cleared out by the East. Let's see what the East can do now on the counter. Silberg. Silberg will cut it back. Tries to switch the point of attack. Finds Zaki. Zaki, he's a showman.
Zaki's got some tricks, and he's bringing them out today. That was a fantastic ball by the number 21 here on the East on the counter. He had a great first touch. Salberg, he crossed that ball all the way to Zaki. Zaki does a great first touch and just flips it over his head to try to find the runner. Now a good opportunity here for this East team. See what they've got on the corner kick. Looks like Osman's going to run over there and take it.
Yep, Osman. Wearing number 7. He and Zaki from Connecticut, as we told you, both going to Michigan. Zaki on the turn, flying around.
Yeah, and he had a chance at it too. He just didn't quite make clean contact. It's kind of a half chance. The ball bouncing there in the box, just wasn't able to make solid contact on it. This game's livening up a little bit, both ends.
It really is, and it's cooling down as well. That'll be good for the athletes, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great day for soccer.
Oberg, he's got no urgency. He's just so calm.
Yeah, he's out for a stroll in the park, but he's got such good control of the ball. He's just waiting for something to develop.
Here's Harris booming a long ball. That was Bonanno, who's got that great throw in, trying to get in there defensively. They're looking for Zaki, held up top of the 18. The West defense bending but not breaking. And the West really with the best opportunity so far as in front of the goal. Touche, actually, the Cornell player with the best opportunity, I think, so far.
Yes,
Jason.
definitely. He had a free look. It was a great save in the end by the goalkeeper. But that was definitely the best opportunity of the day.
Here comes Osman. Osman so fast. Silberg, he'll square it. Oberg on that left that he loves. Couldn't really crank it though, right, Jason?
Yeah, see, I'd love to see some of these East players just go ahead and have a shot there from 25 or 30 yards. See if you can get the defenders to step out to you. Right, they're trying to slip all these little balls through and be really cute, but the West defenders are really packed in that box. Start taking some shots from 25 or 30 yards and loosen them up a little bit.
The East hoping to spring Max Zandy, but not able to get it done. Long goal kick.
It's a good win there by Harris in the air. Egbo with some tricks there in the middle.
Zaki. He gives that up just a little bit earlier. Osman was on.
And Umar was letting him hear it. It's like they've been teammates for forever.
Yeah.
He was like, give me the ball. That's good stuff, though. Looks like we might get some line changes here.
Yeah, the West looking to make 6 or 7 changes. The East with a couple yellow jerseys getting ready to check in.
Forgive us for some of the names coming. They're going to change the whole team.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it.
Tackle by Egbo.
Harris. Boy, Harris went to get it out of there, and it falls to number 17, Catenacci, who's been busy on the left.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity. And wasn't this ball gets crossed, and I think he assumed he's going to clear it. Harris missed the clearance. Catenacci just not quite ready for it. Kind of opened his body up too much. But the West, I think, with the 2 best chances, even though the East has dominated possession so far.
Yeah, I agree. Catenacci and Touche with really the better opportunities. The showman of the game so far has been Zaki. How do you describe that one pass he made? What was that?
That was a little behind the back. Rabona.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what
I
it was.
could never pull it off. There was an NFL kicker tried to do that a few weeks ago and muffed it.
Oh, that's how
You
he
remember that? Yeah,
That's
he tried to
right,
do the
yeah.
Rabona. Good save there by Klein. Smart coming off his line there. Yeah, I would never dare try that in a real game.
All right, mass changes here, and we'll try to say everybody's name as best we can, as it looks like Salah Umar, who's going to play for Ray Reed at UConn, is checked in up top, number 15, and he is a beast. Talk to him down on the field. He looks like a football player.
Yeah, there's so many. That's such a great lineage there of center forwards, big, strong center forwards playing for Ray Reed at UConn. Go back to the times of Damani Ralph, who scored a ton of goals. You know, some of these guys that are the most recent ones playing for Orlando. Kyle Larin, right? Wasn't he a UConn
Yeah,
guy?
absolutely
I mean,
was.
He's got kind of in the same mold, right? A big, strong center forwards, fast, can score some goals.
100% same mode. Yeah, he's famous for those big, strong, athletic center forwards.
I remember being a freshman in college, and we went up to play UConn, and I looked at Damani Ralph, and I said, oh, my goodness. I think he scored 2 or 3 on us that day. So none with the big boys now.
Yeah, they've had athletic forwards and then very athletic goalkeepers,
Yeah.
too, right? Blake's phenomenal.
Yeah, he sure is. Won some end-of-the-year awards for His first year in MLS, first year really getting some playing time in Philadelphia. Great culture, great program there at UConn.
Speaking of UConn, putting the pressure on right now is Umar. That'll go off the head of Palmer. Palmer going to Yale. Play for Kylie Stanyard, former Michigan State assistant coach, trying to get it done. And there's the big man now, Miles Franklin, and he's a forward. He's going to play for Ian McIntyre at Syracuse. When you watch him, he looks like a center back, but he's been playing forward.
Yeah, look at the stride he's got on him. Let's see him get out and stretch those legs again, but when he started running, chasing that ball down, I thought he was going to get to it.
Now the West again. They'll play advantage. Nope, they'll go ahead and give the whistle, as it looked like it was going to stay with J.D. Sohn, but the referee with the whistle. J.D. Sohn, also from Quincy Senior High, as the West will push it to the right side again. Under 19:30 remaining here in this one. Number 10, Zach Bisher. He's going to go to Bowling Green State University, attended Toledo St. John's. So Franklin drops it over to Matthew Thorsheim. Thorsheim is going to go to Bucknell. Play for Brendan Nash.
Yeah, East, after even making all those changes, they're still trying to play that possession game. Just rolling in the players.
Sisenga, who was taken down, he's going to play at Lafayette. This will come back here now to Jules Oberg from Sheffield, Mass. He's undecided. Having it for a moment was Eamon O'Connor. And now the big man, Umar. Great little cut. Boy, he clearly didn't want to hit that one with his left, though, did he? He had the angle.
Yeah, I think that's what it's a good break here again by the West. Well done.
Yeah, the East with phenomenal speed, as that's Sisenga, number 14.
Yeah, I think the East coaches, when they go in at halftime, will talk to them about, hey, why don't we take some shots from a little bit further outside, kind of loosen up that defender, make those defenders step out on them, then that opens up the passing lanes.
This will fall over the top to Ashleman. Ashleman trying to get to it. And the shot there taken by Juan Lewis. And Lewis is a guy, here he is, Minnesota Player of the Year, Washburn High School. He's still undecided. So keep your eye on number 22, Juan Lewis. As you think about it, a couple years ago, Francis Atuahene played in this game, went on to Michigan and won the Big Ten Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. Sometimes people can come through non-traditional routes and become big-time players. Good first touch there from some of these players.
That's Palmer wearing the number 9 jersey. Palmer, as we said, going to Yale. Plays it back here to Thorsheim. And another whistle. West with a few more fouls than the East.
Yeah, I think we see the longer this game goes on, no score, just the natural competitiveness of these guys is going to start coming out. It is an All-American game, an All-Star game, but don't make no mistake, these guys both want to win. Both sides of these teams, these guys want to come out with a victory.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of times you see All-Star games, you think offense, but there's a lot of pride on the field here. So defensively, they look strong. They bend a little bit, Jason, but they've been solid.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's one of those things where it's a little bit more difficult to break a team down, especially when they're sitting back, but those defenders don't want to give up any goals. They take pride in that, especially the goalkeepers.
Here's Lewis. And you can tell Lewis causes a lot of nervous feet. He pops that one too long, but you can see the yellow jersey's concerned about the speed of number 22.
Yeah, you don't want to dive in on him 40 yards from your own goal, because you could tell he's got that speed to just blow by you. But a good idea on the passer, just didn't quite get the angle right.
The West going to make a couple more changes. Ben Lease hoping to check in, along with Sam Bonanno hoping to come back in. Lease wearing number 4. He is going to play for John Trask, Keith T. Meyer, and the Wisconsin Badgers. That's Tischer. Good ball forward. Decent trap coming there from Lewis. Grant had it for a moment.
Good tackle.
Yeah, it looked like Sasenga was maybe trying to do too much there and the wrong side of the field.
Yeah, it ended up being a really, really good tackle there from J.D. Sohn.
A couple changes coming.
Yep, well done to the back four, coming off at a good, strong, first 35 minutes of this game.
And here's a ball sent in perfectly to Patrick Strauss from St. Ignatius. And Strauss just snapping it over.
Yeah, it was a really good ball in there as well. Strauss just got underneath the ball a little bit, didn't quite get that header down. Difficult to do at that type of angle. Good touch.
Here's O'Connor. Honeycutt wearing number 20 with the hustle.
Yeah, it was a great play by Honeycutt. He had a great first touch and a little combination play there before, and then just chase that ball down and earn the throw in deep into the west half.
Honeycutt's going to play at App State. It's from Charlotte, North Carolina. Sasenga.
Yeah, good stand-up defending there from the west. It's Ben Lees. Not allowing the forward to turn.
No score here. The 2016 Boys High School Soccer All-America game. The best seniors playing high school from across the country. And, of course, it's worth mentioning the landscape for high school soccer changing every year as the academy programs under U.S. Soccer affect several of the high school programs, but you continue to see outstanding players, and based on the list of schools, some of these top players are still playing in high school. Here's Franklin making that run. He's tangled up. They could point to the spot pretty easily. Instead, they'll wave it off and give a corner kick, but that could have been a penalty.
Yeah, it could have been if he got tangled up there in the box. But what a turn by Thorsheim to really start that play for Franklin. Here's Franklin going into the box, cuts around him. Yeah, I like the no call there. Looks like the ball just got caught underneath him. Kind of overran the ball a little bit there.
Martin Sasenga will run over, and that'll give a chance for the big man Miles Franklin, number 24. That's not where they wanted that corner kick, though, away from the big guys. Now the West will just clear it out of danger, as once again the East putting all kinds of pressure on the West. The East in yellow, black and yellow. The West in black, blue, and black, just so you know what teams we're talking about here.
Yeah, a couple times both teams have had a little trouble on the corner kick service. Want to get a little bit closer to the 6-yard box instead of the 18. A little more interesting for the goalkeepers. Put some pressure on them. Give some guys a chance, some of these big guys in the back, to come up and get a header.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk to Eric Stratman, the director of this annual Boys and Girls High School Soccer All-America game. Katie Wilkinson has the analyst job on the girls game, and she'll give a preview for that game, which is scheduled to kick off right around 4 o'clock. Jason Gary will join us for the third segment. For the highlights here, no goals, a couple of opportunities. Most of the possession for the team in yellow. The best opportunities, though, perhaps coming from the team in black, the West. I'm hoping they will have that Zaki pass, though, as part of the highlights.
Yeah.
That's worth looking at again.
That was special.
That final pass right now goes wanting, though, for the East, as Tischer comes over defensively for the West. And speaking of Zaki, he's going to come back in, and Harris also going to come in. So the big defender, Harris, number 4, he's still undecided. And Zaki, as we told you earlier, going to Michigan. Coming out of the game will be Zach Curtis from right here at Green Hope High School, and number 3, Tony Adewale. Adewale is going to go to Navy. And Zaki comes right back in, spinning it. Zaki will get it back. Zaki's going to do exactly what Jason Gary said they might do. Takes a shot, but doesn't even get by or inside the 18.
Yeah, you just got to keep trying to probe that West back line. It's a good block there in the end by the defender from the West team, but keep taking some of those shots and take a few of those in the face or the stomach or the leg. You're going to not step out quite as quickly. And that'll just open up some of those passing lanes to try to slip some of these players through.
They were trying to find Umar. Going the other way. Here comes the speedy Lewis. Lewis waiting for some black jerseys. Played into space. They play it on the left side. J.D. Sohn. Sohn has it for a moment. Taken away, though, by Palmer. And Palmer will drop it back so the East can push it forward. Here comes one of the bigger players on the field right now. Griffin Stone, number 15, as the big defender comes forward to win it.
Yeah, good battle there between those two players. Ends up going into a goal kick for this East team, but a good battle there. Looks like the number 3 from the West got forward, J.D. Sohn. Look at this battle with these guys fighting. And in the end, the big center back wins that one, Harris off of Sohn, but good fight there from Sohn for this West team.
Excellent breakdown from Jason Gary, 2005 Mack Herman Trophy winner, won a national championship at Maryland, now lives in the Raleigh area. One too many touches there from Honeycutt, taken away by the West. Ashlyn had it for a moment. He'll lose it. And now Palmer. The East in yellow, they've got some imposing figures out on the field.
They do. They got some strength, some speed.
Nifty little ball into the 18. Trying to spin with it there's Thorsheim, number 29, but just can't do enough to possess the ball.
Yeah, not quite, but Thorsheim's done a great job, I think, from the left-hand side. He's been cutting inside, getting forward from that left back spot. He's kind of playing a little bit in the midfield as well, but just couldn't quite get a finish on that ball. I've been impressed with him getting forward.
The West trying to put some passes together. Wegner wearing number 8, he's into the game, Zach Wegner, and Wegner is going to go to Marquette. Bisher looking to switch it. You can hear him say he was disappointed in that pass, as now on it is Umar. Umar turning. Bisher doesn't want to dive in, as they'll push it out to Eamon O'Connor. O'Connor on it now. O'Connor, as we told you, headed to Bucknell.
Yeah, it was a good try there by Harris. I think you want him just to keep control of the ball, though. And Harris is the number 12. And Zaki again. They've got kind of a three-headed monster up there. We've got Zaki coming playing like the kind of the withdrawn forward role. You got Umar playing up high, and you got Harris on the left-hand side. You got some speed and athleticism all over the field for this East team. Not to mention Palmer here on the ball.
Yeah, Franklin. Harris doing the work defensively back here. And letting it roll out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick coming now for number 31, Sean Murray. Murray's going to play at Monmouth. He's from Scott Plains, New Jersey.
And I've been impressed with J.D. Sohn, the little center midfielder here for this West team. He's feisty. He's all over the place. Trying to get on the ball, disrupting passes. Here he is again on the ball.
Juan Lewis a little bit too far. The 2016 Boys High School All-America game presented to you by Continental Tire and Greenfields. Want to thank Adidas, Top Drawer Soccer, NJGSCA, Moxon Trunking LLC, Go for the Goal, Recruit Talk, and all of the silent donors as well, allowing Eric Stratman and the wonderful organization to continue to bring this to you. Delighted to have it on TopDrawerSoccer.com again. Zaki had it for a moment. They'll push it left side now, and with the left foot sent in. They were looking for Franklin. Instead it was Omar.
Yeah, it was a really good ball there, the left-hand side. It's a great pass in the box. It was Thorsheim again getting on the ball, creating something with the left foot. And this East team has just been very good about not letting the West team get out of their own half or put many passes together except for on the counterattack.
O'Connor just gave it right back to the West. And that's Zach Fisher pushing it forward, looking for Lewis. Cleaning it up, though, is Oberg. As Jules Oberg from Berkshire School in Sheffield, Mass. has looked solid defensively back there. Speaking of solid, Zaki putting on a clinic.
Yeah, he's been really good with his back to goal as well.
This is Thorsheim, and you've liked Thorsheim too.
Yeah, I think he's done really well there on the left-hand side. He's been aggressive getting forward. He's got a great left foot. So here's that foul. Here's Thorsheim again. He's like, why not? Give me all this space. I'm going to go at you. Ends up drawing the foul. It's a great opportunity. Here's a perfect spot to put a shot on goal. It's far enough away from the 18 where you can actually get it up and over. See what they come up with here.
It looks like Thorsheim wants to take it too, Jason. He does! And Thorsheim has been a player that Jason Gary spotlighted, and Thorsheim with the goal.
What a fantastic. We were talking all game about him being left-footed. He just hit that with his right foot. He's had some great crosses with his left foot, and I assume that he's left-footed. But what a great finish there with the right foot. Great free kick. Got it up and over the wall into the upper 90. Fantastic finish.
We got to take another look at that as Thorsheim from Christian Brothers Academy.
Look at that.
Wow, and the goalkeeper into the net as well. Thorsheim, a 4-year varsity player, third-team all-conference as a freshman, second-team as a sophomore. As a junior, he was named an NSCAA All-American, first-team All-State, first-team All-Conference. As a team in 2015, they were the A North Division champs. And as a senior, they won the Shore Conference A North title as well as the conference tournament title. And he's going to play for Brendan Nash at Bucknell, and Coach Nash will certainly take that.
Yeah, I think he'll love that. That was a fantastic free kick.
Boy, Jason, I got to give you credit because you were saying Thorsheim even before I could look down and find his name, and that was 10, 15 minutes ago. And he earned the foul. And you know what? If you're a goal scorer, if you earn the foul, what are you doing with it?
You're taking the shot all day. And it's interesting. He's playing left back, and I don't think he's a natural left back, but done a great job getting forward. Great crosses. He's been aggressive going forward and scored a fantastic free kick there with his right foot.
Here's Thorsheim again.
And once more.
Once more, indeed, as he drops to the feet of Honeycutt. Honeycutt was hoping to get it back to Zaki. And now, here's the deal: the West, when they're getting the ball, nobody's going with them.
Yeah, they've just got too many guys in back. They're not getting enough guys forward. They're playing with that one forward up there, but he's all by himself right now. West has got to figure out how to push more numbers forward.
Yeah, that was Titus Grant from Colorado Springs, Colorado. He's going to play at Seattle Pacific, who was looking to break free, but nobody was joining him.
Yeah, that Titus Grant's an interesting guy. He scored 112 goals in his high school career in Colorado. So he's got a nose for the goal, that's for sure. Just got to get more numbers forward and get him some opportunities.
Just looking for some support. The East right now under the direction of Jim Davidson, Michael Gallagher, and Mike McLaughlin feeling pretty good with this 1-0 lead thanks to a beautiful goal from Matthew Thorsheim. And there's the tall Miles Franklin. He's going to join Ian McIntyre at Syracuse. And tell you what, the Orange are legit. Since entering the ACC, they have been phenomenal. And here's number 12, Mohamed Zaki, with a shot.
Yeah, didn't quite catch that correctly, but I don't mind him taking some shots from outside the box. It's really the first time they tested the goalkeeper to score that goal.
So about 1:20 left here in the first. Alongside Jason Gary, I'm Dean Linke for the boys high school soccer All-America game. Katie Wilkinson will join me around the 4 o'clock hour for the girls high school All-America game.
Good combination play there by this East team, able to switch the field.
That's Honeycutt. He's got an overlapping run coming. Honeycutt cuts back in with his left foot. Deflected away by the big man, number 15, Stone. Still loose. And there's Stone, who steps up again. Stone looks like Alex Cronali out there.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He did a good job stepping up. Zaki was trying to lift that thing up so he can try to take a side volley. Stone's had none of it.
Stone still undecided on where he's going to play. Quickly played to the right side. Here's Max Zandy. My apologies, that was Eamon O'Connor, number 18. Little give and go back to Honeycutt. Honeycutt sending it in. A tough bounce right there for Palmer. All right, here we go. This is better now. The West with numbers here. They try to square it. And stepping up again, though, is Olberg, who has read the game perfectly back there.
Yeah, he has. He's done a good job, the center back, being in the right place at the right time.
Bonanno had it for a moment, taken away, though, by Miles Franklin, the tallest player on the field. And here comes the star of the game so far, Thorsheim, pushing forward from that left back. Thorsheim will switch it, and he'll find Zaki. Zaki, oh, my.
Somebody's going to get fouled soon.
Zaki.
He's got some tricks. You want to see him, the tricks are great, and it is an All-American game, but you want to see him be a little bit more dynamic and a little more, hey, I'm going to go score a goal, right? I mean, he was kind of, you leave it out there for too long, those defenders are going to take a whack at you. I don't care what kind of game it is.
Yeah, he's pretty talented. I know Shaka Daly pretty well, though, and he'll do that about maybe half a time, and that'll be it.
Yeah, he does have some tricks there. He's got a
though.
big smile. You know, if you pull it all, there's Thorsheim with a fantastic goal. Is up and down that left-hand side.
Thorsheim with the only goal so far. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with Katie Wilkinson, Eric Stratman, and so much more. It's halftime of the boys' high school soccer All-America game. Thorsheim with the only goal. East lead the West 1-0 here on TopDoorSoccer.com.
Before the adrenaline. Before the flat-out straights. Before the hairpin turns. At Continental Tire, this is where we test our tires. We put years of research and development into every tire we make. We push our tires to their very limits so you can trust them at yours. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Welcome back to the 2016 Boys High School All-America game. Cardinal Gibbons High School, Raleigh, North Carolina. And the score is the East 1, the West 0. A brilliant goal from number 29, Matthew Thorsheim. The only goal so far. He earned the free kick. And the player who will be taking his talents to Bucknell also finishing the free kick, and it's 1-0. Dean Linke now pleased to be joined by the man, the director, the do-it-all. He does everything here, Eric Stratman, who does such an amazing job putting together this high school All-America game. And Eric, you pour your heart, your soul, everything into this. Thanks for all you do, man. I know it's a lot of work.
I appreciate that, and it is a lot of work, but man, it's worth it when you watch this.
Unbelievable. Great finish by Thorsheim, and I'll tell you, maybe too many tricks for the team in yellow out there, but they showed some creativity for sure.
Well, they are amazing. They've got a couple guys there that are just incredibly talented with the ball, and there's some colleges that have got some good players coming there, that's for sure.
Yeah, Muhammad Zaki is going to Michigan. I talked to Shaka Daly today as well, and certainly he's got to be impressed. He's got 3 Michigan Wolverines out there. But, you know, this is something that takes you all year to organize, and you couldn't do it without the support as well with some great people as well, Mr. Longo and some other folks, and you've got a great team working with you, Eric.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to meet a lot of people along the way, and a lot of good coaches, and they're really, really, really good people, and it makes life so much easier when you have Tara Madigan, who's been with me for 4 years, and Matt has been with me all 6, and so is Mike McLaughlin, and it's just they know what to do as well. So it's not just me. When I get frantic with something that's not going right and I'm dealing with it, they just pick up the ball and roll.
All right, we're going to pop a couple logos up there as well, and we know about Continental Tire, we know about Greenfields, but you can't put on this game, even come close to it, without the financial support of some other great companies as well.
Yeah, we do have several that do help us. The North Carolina Soccer Coaches Association has been very supportive, in doing this game for us and helping us out, and they've just been great to work with in the state of North Carolina. We couldn't pull this off without them.
There's a couple others as well that have offered some fantastic support.
Yeah, we've got a young lady on our team whose parent has a law firm, and then she's been very willing to help us out as well, and so that has been great.
CTW as
yes,
well.
CTW, yes, they've been great law firm to help us out, and that's also nice. The New Jersey Girls Soccer Coaches Association, Knoxon Trucking, Go for the Goal, Recruit Talk, they've all been great people that have given us financial donations, and I can't say enough about their help, but also really Adidas as well. When you look at these kids and what they have, they're wearing full uniforms, warm-up shoes, you name it, they've got it, and that's been great.
And how about the exposure on TopDrawerSoccer.com once again? These games live.
Yeah, and that's been awesome too. It's really neat. We had a young man here that's from Oregon, I believe it was where he's from, and he said, hey, he goes, I got my friends back home, and Stuart Eshelman, who scored, his friends back home are getting to watch him, and that's awesome that he got to do that. Or not Stuart, I'm sorry, Matthew Thorsheim, but Stuart Eshelman's friends get to watch him back in Oregon, and they would miss this if it wasn't for Top Drawer and for Continental Tire and Greenfields for doing that for us.
Eric Stratman, the director of the Boys and Girls High School All-America game. Thanks for being with us, Eric. Thanks for all you do. Glad to be a part of it as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean. You've been great to me as well, and helping us pull this off, and so I can't thank you enough as well.
All right, we'll be back with Katie Wilkinson to preview the Girls High School All-America soccer game. Take a break with the East leading the West 1-0 in the Boys High School All-American soccer game.
There's a place where you really live, where you can do what you love to do. Whatever you do, get there with Continental Tires. Gain miles and save money with EcoPlus technology. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Welcome back to Cardinal Gibbons High School. It's halftime here, the Boys High School All-American soccer game, and as promised, Katie Wilkinson, she will have the analyst role for the Girls High School All-America game. Katie, what can we expect in that one? Some fantastic players.
Yeah, Dean, we mentioned earlier the talent that we're going to see today, and I just want to let you know how talented these girls are. I mean, we mentioned the 4 girls that have spent time with the U.S. Youth National Team. For the East, you had Sydney Zandy. She made the U17 World Cup team. She just traveled to Amman, Jordan, to play with that 17 team. Then you have Amira Ali, who's going to go play for Rutgers, who just traveled with the 18U national team in October. They played in Northern Ireland. And as far as the west side, we mentioned Arlie Jones, who will be a Southern California player soon. And she played 3 times for the U18 International Camp. And she was also named USA Today's All-American. And lastly, Carly Pascal, who will attend Duke University. She played on the national roster from 14U to 18U. So we mentioned those 4 girls that are really going to be standouts in today's game, but I also want to touch base on one specific player from the West to watch out for. That's Michaela Callahan from Utah. Now, she was named the 2016 Miss Soccer for the state of Utah. She holds the state assist record in 2015 and 2016. She attends Davis High School. And Davis High School, I don't know if you've heard, but they have the longest win streak in state history for the state of Utah. And Davis High School actually finished the 2015 and 2016 season as #1 in the nation. And it's funny because she will be playing under her coach, Suli Pong-Savith. So that'll be interesting to watch today.
One of the best teams not only in their state but in the country as well. Katie Wilkinson cannot wait for that girls high school All-America game. She's got notes galore. That's coming up around 4 o'clock. We're going to take a break, come back with the highlights here of the boys game and the second half kickoff. We're at Cardinal Gibbons High School in Raleigh, North Carolina. So glad you're with us on TopDrawerSoccer.com.
Before the adrenaline. Before the flat-out straights. Before the hairpin turns. At Continental Tire, this is where we test our tires. We put years of research and development into every tire.
We're doing highlights.
Welcome back here to the 2016 Boys and Girls High School All-America game. As we get you set, a little bit of technical difficulty as we welcome you back. Live television here on TopDrawerSoccer.com. Jason Gary is back with me. Let's take a look at the first half highlights, Jason.
Yeah, some good play all around, some exciting play. Here's Zaki with the Rabona out pass to the outside. Didn't score a goal off this one, but he was active all in the first half. But the best chances came for this West team, cutting inside the box. They had a couple good chances to start this game off with a goal. Here's the East team again, taking some shots on goal. But it was Thorsheim. It was the guy from that we see playing at left back for the East team. Here's the next chance for the West team. Just a great save there from the goalkeeper, and this is one of the best chances of the game. Ball doesn't get cleared properly. Hadahachi has a chance there to finish it off and just doesn't quite get there. But lots of just kind of half chances for each team. Goalkeepers played well, but then there's the goal from Thorsheim. He made the goal by drawing the foul and then finishes it with a great free kick with his right foot, bends it over the wall and into the upper 90 for a great goal and a well-deserved 1-0 lead here for this East team.
Well done, Jason Gary, breaking it down. An excellent shot from Thorsheim as well. And the players are ready to get going here to start the second half. If you're just joining us, the East in yellow, black, and yellow. The West in blue shorts, black tops, and black socks. And I want to thank Eric Stratman, the director of the Boys and Girls High School All-America game, and Katie Wilkinson, who will sit in Jason's spot for the girls game, for joining us here at halftime. Second half underway, though, and Eric Stratman talking about that creativity we saw on display here in the first half, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. Some guys are having some fun out there. But you can really tell some of these players are starting to separate themselves a little bit just with their composure on the ball and their ability to do some special things. So it should be a really good second half here. See if this West team can put together some attacks and get a goal.
McFadden was hoping to take that ball from Curtis. McFadden now playing up top, wearing number 25. McFadden will play, as we said, in the first half at Notre Dame. Adewale with the throw-in, wearing number 3, and he's got a high, long throw-in that'll be sent back from the West. It'll fall to Egbo. We talked about Egbo's poise in the first half. Again, Egbo will play for Jared Embeck in the Akron Zips. And there's Egbo on it now.
Yeah, he's got a really nice left foot, too. Kind of forced that one in there and get on the end of it, but he's got a really nice left foot. He's really comfortable with both, but that left foot is something special, especially for a center midfielder. It's not too common to have a left-footed central midfielder, but interesting to see where he plays when he gets to Akron, but I can't imagine him playing anywhere but sitting there in the middle of the field and doing just what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I think it's exactly where he'll be, as we told you about Mr. Kitchen and Will Trapp, two of the better holding midfielders that come out of college, both of them in the picture for the U.S. national team.
Yeah, they sure are. And Will Trapp playing with the Columbus Crew, and Perry Kitchen over in Scotland now is having a great time over there. But yeah, two fantastic kind of deep-lying defensive center midfielders that have come out of that Akron program.
And that's what seems to be where Egbo likes to sit too, right, Jason?
Yeah, he's just natural there. You could just kind of tell. He's not going to go too far forward. Maybe every now and then. He's just sitting right in there in front of the two center backs, cleaning up all the messes and distributing.
Pretty nice crowd here at Cardinal Gibbons High School. We're in the second half of the boys' high school All-America game. The girls' game will follow this one. This game will also be archived later on at TopDrawerSoccer.com, so hopefully you can take a look at it. Here's a goal now. The answer coming from the West, and no surprise, it's number 17, Catenacci. He had a chance in the first half. This time he'll finish.
Yeah, and it was both players that had a chance in the first half. Touche actually gets the cross on that Catenacci is able to finish. Those are the two guys that had chances in the first half, and they combine here to finish. Great goal, great combination play from these two. I think this is Touche here. He just holds off the defender, is strong, cuts inside, lays it across, and Catenacci dives in front of his defender and finishes. A great goal from those two.
As Gavin Campbell from Wilmington, Delaware comes into the game, and that's a tough one to handle, and he sees one go in the back of the net as Campbell's in now, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there wasn't much anything the goalkeeper could do about that one. It was just great individual play from the two players, one on the cross and one to cut in front of his defender and take a chance and get his goal.
So let's see if the East can respond. Egbo is on it now. Adewale's to the left. Play it inside to the talented Zaki. And his Michigan teammate Osman will switch it. There's Osman, who was everywhere to start the first half. And we're tied at 1. What a nice answer from the West, who really absorbed all kinds of pressure in the first half. Here comes Osman. Osman dancing with it. Still loose. Osman will take the shot.
Yeah, it was a great run from Osman. Just didn't quite get the finish where he wanted to. Good positioning there by the goalkeeper. Look at this run. He beats 2 or 3 defenders. He's cutting, slicing, and dicing there. Ball's kind of bouncing, cuts it to his left foot, takes a rip at it, but right at the goalkeeper. But a great run there from Umar Osman.
It's Keegan McLaughlin now into the game from Zanesville, Ohio. He's also going to play for Bobby Clark and Notre Dame, so he's the goalkeeper now for the West, as both teams switching goalkeepers at halftime. Here's a shot. Deflected away. Osman staying with it. They'll call a handball, and it'll come back to the West.
Yeah, after that West goal, great job equalizing this game. The East has got a little fired up, and they're starting to put some pressure on this West defenders again. Osman, a couple good runs here in the last couple minutes.
Played quickly here to the right side. Juan Lewis had it for a moment. Nifty back heel coming from number 17, Matthew Vowinkle.
Yeah, good stuff by Vowinkle. Good combination play. Didn't have many options there on the sideline. Was able to make something out of it. Good stuff.
Vowinkle's going to play at Hofstra collegiately. Speaking of good stuff, how about the name dropping Katie Wilkinson did on that girls game coming up? Some big time players.
I got to do some more prep. She's doing some great job. She's ready to go. And it's a beautiful afternoon, isn't it, for this boys game? I think the girls might get the short end of the stick when that temperature starts dropping a little bit out there.
Oh yeah, come 5:30. Well said, Jason.
It's tougher than the boys anyway.
Always. Vowinkle will take a shot as it popped up. Tried to hit it, but too high over the crossbar.
Yeah, it was a good chance. There was a little half chance for Vowinkle. I think he just fired on it a little bit too early. If he lets that ball drop another 5 or 6 inches, he'll be able to get the dip on it and keep it under the crossbar.
So we're tied at 1. Cardinal Gibbons High School, Raleigh, North Carolina. So glad you're with us at TopDrawerSoccer.com. Osman, the little man, won it. Vowinkle will square it. Middle of the park. Try to punch it long to Zaki. Zaki with his right foot, back across, looking for Osman, and no problem, though, for the big man, Keegan McLaughlin. Went to Bishop Rosecrans High School in Zanesville, Ohio.
Yeah, it was well done by McLaughlin. Coming off his line, sometimes keepers will let that ball kind of drop into their 18-yard box. We did well, coming out strong, took care of the trouble.
Pinging around just a little bit, cleaned up in the back. That's Cameron Smith, number 19. He's going to play for Kenny Lola in Louisville, as Louisville is always in the picture for a run at the national championship. And again this year, big game today, Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. How about Denver knocking off Clemson to advance to the Final Four, and the Tar Heels knocking off Providence as the UNC Tar Heels men's and women's teams both make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, it's big time. Great programs there for the Tar Heels.
Vowinkle is going to dial.
Yeah, that's the second one that's gone right at the goalkeeper. McLaughlin's been in a good position, able to make those saves fairly easily, but Another good look there for that East team getting forward. Here it is, Volwinkle cutting in, takes a rip, it's right at the goalkeeper. Trying to direct it towards the corner. Good positioning by the goalkeeper.
Left side, West able to tie it early here in the second half. A little bit too strong looking for Lewis. As Juan Lewis from Washburn High, Minneapolis, Minnesota, still undecided, number 22, and you got to believe he has turned some heads out here today.
And it's interesting. It looks like the West has switched their formation, playing more of a three-front. They got Lewis over here on the right-hand side, but they're pressing this East team a little bit higher up the field. That's part of the reason they got that goal to tie it up. So good changes there from the coaching staff at halftime.
You said there were going to be some adjustments, and they made them early and led to the equalizer. That'll bounce up on Zaki. He was able to handle it, though. So he tried to play it quickly to McFadden. It'll go the other way. And now here's Jules Olberg, who I think defensively has been as sound as you can be back there, kind of running the show.
Yeah, he has been in the right position. Good tackle there.
Yeah, great tackle from the West. Coming forward is Griffin Stone, number 15. A little bit too strong for... Here's Zaki's going to take a shot, but not quite on frame. They'll calling for the deflection, and he'll get it. It'll be a corner kick for the East. And, boy, wearing that yellow, and you've got Zaki and Osman, I almost felt like saying corner kick Michigan.
It's funny because it was a little bit off camera, but Osman looked at Zaki and said, "Why don't you pass me the ball?" He said it again. So those guys have got a little banter going. They want to score a goal. It's good stuff.
They know each other from Connecticut. It'll go far side, sent back in, and it's Zaki trying to give the East the lead again, but not on frame.
Yeah, another little half chance there. The East has had, 4 or 5 of those throughout this game. Haven't really been able to put too many of them on frame. Here's that replay. The ball gets played back. Good header back across. Zaki has a chance, just can't quite turn it on goal. Good defender, good presence there from the defender, not allowing him to turn.
Just about 10 minutes played here in the second half. The East was up 1-0 on a goal from Matthew Thorsheim, but the answer coming from Gianni Catenacci, and now the West looking for more. Here's a shot from distance, just absolutely smoked by Adam Snow, number 7. What a rocket shot.
What a goal from Snow with the left foot. Great technique. The ball is bouncing around. We thought the opportunity may have been lost, but a great breakout again from this West team in Snow. What a finish that was with the left foot. The ball's kind of bouncing around here, and it gets poked out to him. There's Toosh doing a good job of holding up, and another good job of holding up, and a smash there from outside the box from Snow with the left foot. Great goal. What a moment for him in the All-American game to score a goal.
Wow, what a goal for Snow. He's going to Evansville. He played at Cooper High School, Union, Kentucky. And the West have come out guns a-blazing, 2-1. They lead it now. As Snow, 71 career goals, 42 assists, playing for Doug Flesh at Cooper High School. Now Zaki trying to have something to show for all his creativity as Lewis will clear it out of there. Snow, a 4-year varsity starter at Cooper, 3-time All-Region. On the club level, he's a captain on a team that's won the Kentucky State Cup 3 times, leading the team in goals and assists. And looking for more now is the West. That one from distance, Austin Swike.
Swike's eyes got big there. He thought he was about to hit one in the upper 90. I don't mind the shot, though. The center midfielder's coming forward. But the West, you can tell, they got a little bit more pep in their step now. They got their goal kind of against the run of play, but they've been active. They've been really good on the break, getting numbers forward. The difference in the second half is they've been pushing 4, 5, and 6 people forward when they win the ball instead of just 1 or 2 like they were in the first half.
Yeah, the East were kind of just toying a little bit with the West in the first half, but that only get you so much. The West has come back with a purpose, and it's 2-1.
They sure have, and their finishing has been clinical. I mean, that strike from Snow is not easy. That ball's bouncing on turf. He hits it with his left foot, drives through it, and puts it into the side netting. Fantastic goal.
A little bit of Pressure there for the East goalkeeper. Gavin Campbell has had to pluck 2 out of the back of the net.
Yeah, you can see just their lines are much higher. See the West, look, they're pressuring, 15, 20 yards on the other side of midfield, which does open you up with some spaces, but the East haven't been able to capitalize on that yet.
The West much cleaner on the counterattack here in the second half. Look at that sliding tackle coming in from Olberg.
Yeah, he's been really good, the number 6 in that center back spot. He's read the game well, timed his tackles really well.
Olberg's undecided, wearing number 6. Good job by the West. The keeper there, Keegan McLaughlin. The 2016 Boys High School All-American game presented by Continental Tire and Greenfields USA. The West 2-1, looking to make it 3-1. And just over the crossbar, Chris Sullivan, a player that the coach is very high on, Naperville North. He's going to Bowling Green State University.
Yeah, he did a great job. He just took his space. The East defenders just kept dropping off. He just kept going forward and is able to get into the box and have a good opportunity on goal. Watch this here. Just a little cut there to the left foot. Just can't quite keep it under the bar, but it's a great run from him. Kind of bounces off the, the football thing behind there. It looked like it hit the net. But good run from him.
Vowinkle had it for a moment, and here comes Zaki. Zaki under pressure. He'll lose it. Lewis
got numbers.
Read perfectly, though, is stepping up there, Zach Curtis. And Curtis going to make a long run. Curtis, he could shoot it. He'll drop it in. What a pass! And a big-time save. Coming out is McLaughlin. I love that run from Curtis, though, a moment ago. Here's Egbo now, and Egbo's taken down.
Yeah, Curtis could have taken a shot. He made a great run, but then, just kind of fakes like he's going to shoot and just slips that ball in. It's a great opportunity there for Bowinkle and a good save there from McLaughlin.
Osman to Adewale. Adewale's going to go to Navy. And Adewale will take the throw in now. This one, pretty good throw in. Can't get it over the tall Stone, though.
Yeah, that was close to a handball there. The ball bounced a little awkwardly.
Zandy with the quick throw into McFadden. McFadden with his left foot deflected off a black jersey. And now Zandy again will head it back to McFadden. McFadden looking for an opening. He'll give it back to Zandy. Calling for it is Osman. Osman now with his left foot, switching it to Vowinkle, back across, looking for a yellow jersey, and Stone will just knock it out of bounds. Corner kick for the East.
Yeah, great ball again there from Osman to Vowinkle. It was just begging for one of the forwards to take a chance on this East team. They would have had a tap in. Good job in the end, though, clearing it out. But great ball and great pass across the goal. Just waiting for somebody to tap that one in.
Yeah, great work by Vowinkle to know if you put it across there, if a yellow jersey comes, you can tie this one, but Stone just with safety. There's off the top. Number 12, Zaki was there, still loose, and Zaki again, who's doing everything but score.
That's right. He's trying the spectacular. Just gets a little bit underneath that kind of side volley attempt. Put it right on his head. That was the big fella up from the back on the corner kick that created that chance. Here it is. It's a great ball in. The ball starts bouncing around in here, and it puts it right back across. Great little flick there. Yeah, and Zaki, it's a really good chance. He's 8 yards from goal, just not able to get it on the frame. But anywhere else but right at the goalkeeper, that one's going in.
Egbo. Well, they'll call it handball, I think.
We talked about the competitive starting to go a little bit, right, Dean? You get in the second half, both teams want to win. It's getting a little bit more intense, a little bit more, concentration and some aggressiveness. I like it.
The East. They're going to try to find in number 12 Muhammad Zaki if they can. As the East get ready to make some changes. Here's Vowinkle. He'll stay with it. Vowinkle will square it back. Osman keeps it alive. Osman will drop it to Egbo. Egbo will check it back. Here's a shot from distance, and not able to put it on frame, though. The East a little bit too high.
Yeah, it's almost like they're kind of running out of ideas when they get in around the box. Somebody's got to take control, show that they want to score a goal. I think Bowinkle here on the left-hand side. It looks like he should have just gone for it and taken a shot, driven in on goal. Interesting goalkeeper there, McLaughlin. He's got tricks of his own, he said.
Yeah, Zaki's trying to run him down. You're right, McLaughlin doing his own tricks. That was Silberg a moment ago, wearing number 21. There's Bowinkle testing that line, and he just is a step offside.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been dangerous here on this left-hand side. Kind of playing in that left-sided forward role in the three front.
Jason, you said it's starting to cool down here a little bit at Cardinal Gibbons High School in Raleigh, North Carolina. You're going to get out of here just in the nick of time.
That's right. Yeah, once that sun goes down, the temperature will drop pretty quick. Like we said earlier, the girls are tougher than the boys. They can handle it.
Yeah, we'll see if Katie drops that window here in the second half. Throw in for Sullivan. 27 minutes and change remaining here in this one. The West with 2 goals in the second half, and now putting some pressure as there's Osman on the spin. How exciting is this young man? Osman trying to stay with it, and he's pushed from behind. He'll earn the foul.
Yeah, the referee just going to talk to Touche there. Just a little bit late on the challenge. Nothing dirty, but, man, Osman's got that first step. He's able to push away from people very quickly. Spin on a dime.
Yeah, when he spins, he keeps the ball close to him as well, so it keeps possession, and then he can take off, Jason.
It sure does.
McLaughlin's got a bead on this one, as it was Bowinkle again. That's who they were looking for, number 17. The East led it at the end of one. A beautiful goal from Matthew Thorsheim, who's going to play at Bucknell. But the answer coming, the tie, Catenacci early on in the second half. And then how about Adam Snow, number 7? He'll play at Evansville with a rocket shot. Snow, we thought Thorsheim's goal was pretty good. Snow's might have been even better.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Just the technique to hit it with the left foot.
McFadden dancing. McFadden will get it back. Osman's calling for it. Instead, they'll go inside to Zaki. Zaki will drop it back. Better work. Zaki, how does he trap that one? He'll turn. That was another case where Osman was open and wanted the ball. Oh, my.
They're going to end up getting in a fist fight before this game is over with. Those two. You know they know each other, too, so they both want to score a goal pretty badly. This is a great little touch, though. It's a good spin.
Osman was setting up.
Come on, give me the ball, man. I'm ready.
Yeah. Boy, it's crazy how you try to tell a story. We started with you putting the focus on Zaki and Osman. Here's Zaki. Here's a shot from distance, and it's in. It is in for the East. Number 25, Aiden McFadden from Zaki, and we're tied at 2.
Great strike there by McFadden. The defense we talked about taking some shots from deep. They dropped off of him, and he's able to put it in off the post. And look, they're getting fired up. They want to win this game. Great shot by McFadden. See all the defenders just kind of drop off him. He takes a good first touch, gets it out from under his feet, and strikes that ball to the far post, off the post, and in the goal. Fantastic goal for McFadden to put this. Again, an interesting game here. Tied up now.
Yeah, this is quality here. Is McFadden, 37 career goals and 37 assists for Sean Ryan at Westchester Henderson High School in Westchester, PA. You wonder if the Railhawks right back Stephen Miller is familiar with these guys. He's a Philly guy as well.
Yeah, there's such good talent up there in Westchester. Here's a good opportunity here for the West team coming back the other way.
Meanwhile, David Egbo, who played for Coach Kazaka in Salzburg, PA, he's just so calm to win it back. Here's the goal scorer of a moment ago. Number 25, Aiden McFadden.
Oh, he's in.
Still loose, and the finish there.
Osman gets his goal. There's Zaki with him.
And look at that, the East now with 2 goals, and Osman inside the 18 with a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, he got his goal. It was a little bit of a scramble in the box. It's a great little ball. Here's Osman Trying the first shot and just gets deflected and lands right back at his feet, and he's able to finish it. But it was good combination play before that to set up the initial shot to put him in. It's a quick couple goals there for the East.
Umar Farouk Osman, Hotchkiss School, Lakeville, Connecticut, 75 career goals, 32 assists, an all-state player, now going to Michigan, and the East now was up 1-0 at half, down 2-1, and they've scored back-to-back goals, and now they lead at 3-2, and we've got a lot of soccer left, Jason Gary.
That's right, and look for the West to respond now. For this East team, the West is pushing numbers forward, and they've got a chance to break. Which team's going to be better on the break when they get these opportunities to score goals?
Egbo. McFadden. McFadden can shoot! Oh, my! And it's 4-1, and it's clinic time as McFadden's got 2.
Great finish. We talked about those breakouts and who's going to be the better team with the combination play and to finish some of these chances. Egbo with a great little ball through here. Look at this. Just slips McFadden in, a great first touch from McFadden, pushes it beyond the defender, and then curls that one to the far post. Fantastic finish from McFadden with 2 on the game.
All right, mass changes for both teams, and we'll see what happens here. And
what a great 5 minutes for McFadden, right? 2 goals in an All-American game. Now he's going to come off the field and see if his teammates can finish it off.
So McFadden will come off with Zaki and Osman, and Osman now giving McFadden a hand. You got talent coming off, talent coming on, though. That's why it's a high school All-American game.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's just great finishing. You know, McFadden got 2 chances, scored 2 goals, 2 different types of goals, but just clinical finishing here from this East team.
So it's 4-2. And you wonder how long before Muhammad Zaki's on the bench talking to Jim Davidson, Michael Gallagher, and Mike McLaughlin about
put me back in the game, coach.
You knew where I was going with it.
I was a center forward. I want to score a goal.
You knew exactly what I was talking about. He's that kind of player too, right?
I was thinking the same thing. He's taking him off the field. The coach is going to have a problem and then put him back on.
He wants one because he saw Osman get one.
That's right. Yeah, but you could tell they were just so dangerous all day. Now, you know, they might come back on, but I'd be surprised. I think they're going to let the rest of this team finish this game off. But a lot of soccer left to play. This West team has shown the ability to score goals very quickly as well. So let's see what they can bring out here.
Well, Jason, you also know the tendency as well. So if you're seeing guys score goals, right, and then you make those mass subs, you know exactly what they want to do when they come on, right?
That's exactly right. They want to score some goals too. So the other Umar up top there for the East team, number 15. He's liking this game's opening up. There'll be some chances created for both teams.
So Bobby Clark's got to be smiling, knowing that McFadden is coming to join the Fighting Irish as the West trying to pull one back. They took the lead 2-1, and it's now 4-3. As drops to, looks like number 6, Stuart Ashleman. Is Ashleman from West Salem, Oregon. He makes it 4-3.
Ashman said, I'm coming all the way from Oregon to North Carolina. I need to score a goal. We got to make this thing worth it. Great finish there. The ball just kind of drifts through to the backside, and he was alert to the danger and finished it off. He had an opportunity there. Great finish. You see the replay. It's like a long ball. Just kind of comes through, and he's alert to it. Keeps it low, finishes it, puts it on target, and finishes. Well done. Yeah, you can't come all the way from Oregon to the East Coast and not get something out of it. He scored a goal to take home with him. Good stuff.
4-3. As we said, there's a lot of time left here. As it'll fall to Zach Bisher. Bisher, one of 2 players going to play at Bowling Green State University, has pushed forward to the UConn star, number 15, Salah Umar. Salah Umar, number 15, is on it now. Umar. French. This will fall here to Miles Franklin.
Look who's got the ball in his hands right now. Started the game off, started the scoring. Porshab from a very similar position. He's going to have another opportunity to take this free kick and put it on goal.
Well, he wants to take it. Looks like he was just waved off, though, by
true.
Salah Umar. As Umar, I think he's got one thing in mind right now.
Yep, he wants a goal.
Couple steps into the wall. He'll stay with it.
Good defending there. Good team defending there by the West. Just to start this break.
While they find the seam, this is trouble. A heavy touch, though, from the Oregon star back the other way as Ashleman was looking for another one. He was going to try to brace it with McFadden.
Yeah, Ashleman, he just should have taken that chance the first time he got it and put something on goal, try to take the touch pass. It's really difficult to do that running full speed on this turf. He was kind of going away from the goal. To see him just trying to put one through the goalkeeper's legs, maybe.
Long throw in coming from Bonanno. Snapped out of there by Harris. And if you're just joining us, you've missed a lot. It was 1-0 at halftime as we've had 6 goals here in the second half, Jason.
That's right. It's been entertaining. Great display of finishing, too, from both teams.
Still plenty of time. 20 minutes remaining here in this one. Bonanno, number 9. Undecided from Evansville, Indiana, Wrights Memorial High School. And Olberg will track it back. Olberg, also undecided. He's from Sheffield, Mass. Jason Gary, 2005 Mac Hermann Trophy winner, played in Louisiana and walked on to Maryland. As you said, they were really the only one that were giving you a chance, right?
Yeah, I had one scholarship offer from another small school, and then Sasha Sorofsky, the coach of Maryland, gave me a chance to go there and play, and had a great time.
Big-time players you played with as well. You were on the NSCA College Soccer Podcast. You were listing those name of players.
My goodness.
You probably missed a few as well, but say
yeah.
some of those guys you played with. Robbie Rogers and Graham Zusi.
Maurice Adu, Clarence Goodson played the national team. Had a long, long professional career.
Birchie.
Seth Stamler, Mark Birch, who's still playing. Chris Seitz was our goalkeeper. Just won the Supporter Shield with Dallas. I mean, we had a crazy good team. Guys like Abe Thompson, who played a long time in the league. Yeah, we had some players back then.
22 goals your junior and senior year. That is so much fun, right? Scoring goals. I mean, you're seeing it here today.
That's it. That's what these guys want to do, man. Then the flip side of it, I don't never know what it was like to be a defender, but they want to stop those guys from scoring goals.
There's Harris.
Guys like that want to stop from scoring goals.
He'll play it forward to Franklin. The big, tall cup of coffee that'll play at Syracuse. Franklin.
Good step there from Cameron Smith, the center back head to Louisville. Good 4-on-4 break here for the West.
Yeah, numbers are good. Grant, Titus Grant, pushing it forward. He's in, around the corner. Grant sends it back. It was Harris there. It'll fall again, and a finish there. And we are tied as Ashleman.
He's got 2 as well.
So Ashleman, McFadden, both with 2 for the West and East respectively, and we're tied at 4.
It was a great break. We saw us 4v4. And Titus Grant looks like he takes on the shot. Wasn't able to get it, but Ashleman just finishes it up. Great first touch, and just takes that left foot, puts it on target, kept it low the whole way. Great finish. Tied it up. There's more goals left in this game, too. I got 17 minutes left. Much more fun this way, right?
Oh, it is. I mean, the finishes are clinical, too, though. I mean, it's like target practice right now. Boy, and you wonder if you're the East, if you're the coaches, too, right? You want to win this game, don't you? 'Cause
sure,
you know what's going to happen later on when you meet tonight at the local
hotel. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, they're just as competitive as their players. It's just a great atmosphere. You see both groups of coaches, and we could zoom back. They're both talking, say, hey, how can we get another goal out of this thing? Or maybe some of the defensive-minded coaches saying, hey, how can we stop these guys from scoring?
Yeah, defensively, this is starting to look more like an NBA All-Star game, right?
That's right.
Franklin showing that pace, trying to keep it alive. It's too strong. And finally, you wonder if both teams want to try to take a little bit of the air out of the ball right now as it's end-to-end. Great crowd here at Cardinal Gibbons High School, Raleigh, North Carolina. We're proud to be on TopDrawerSoccer.com for the 2016 High School Boys and Girls All-America game presented by Continental Tire and Greenfields USA. Good work. And earning the foul there is number 14, Sasenga.
Yeah, it was a good job by Sisinga. He had a long run, didn't have much he can get out of that, but he ends up winning a free kick here. Great opportunity. Looks like Thorsheim, who started off the scoring with us today, is going to take this free kick. Got a good right foot. He's going to try to put that right in the danger area between the goalkeeper and the 6-yard box. Big mass of players right there. See if he can whip that in.
Thorsheim looking far post for the tall Harris. Cleared out by the West. Cleaned up neatly, though, by Oberg. Oberg will send it right back where it came from. Back across. Cleared again by the West. And let's see if the West can counter here now. Bonanno, number 9. Pushing it up as he's looking for Stuart Ashleman. And Ashleman, one of those guys that we had to ask before the game how to pronounce his name. I'm glad we did because he's got 2 goals.
We've been saying it plenty of times here in the last 10 or 15 minutes. He's kind of made a great impact since subbing onto the game. What you want to see in the right place at the right time and some great finishing, clinical finishing from him.
7 goals, count them 7 in the second half to get this one equal at 4-4. 4 of the goals coming from the West, 3 from the East in the second half, and that's why we're tied at 4 with under 15 minutes to go. Coming back into the game will be David Egbo.
Yeah, and getting back on the field. And slide right back into that central midfield role. Did the coaches don't want to win this game? Put him back on the field. You can just make sure they're make sure everybody's getting the same amount of playing time. And
Max Zandy is going to come off. Zandy, who's going to play at Villanova.
Yeah, it's been a great showcase here for some of the best players in high school in the country.
The East now past midfield. Franklin's calling for it. Instead, they pushed it to Umar. Good look here from Palmer. Palmer is going to take a shot from distance.
And you can see what he was trying to do. He's trying to shape that ball to the far post, looking for the upper 90. Good positioning there, though, by the goalkeeper. Didn't bother him too much. He's just trying to shape this to the upper 90. Just gets underneath it a little bit too much. We've seen plenty of great finishes. It takes something special to score from that range.
Adedeji Palmer going to play for Kylie Stanyard at Yale. The East wearing the yellow jerseys. The West wearing the black. Oberg, great ball, finding the feet of O'Connor. O'Connor had it for a moment, lost it. Now O'Connor's going to have to hustle to try to get to it. He can't before J.D. Sohn gets it. Stepping up, though, to take it away is Egbo. Egbo, you just cannot take the ball away from this man. And Egbo, well, I guess you can take it away. A little bit too cheeky there.
Until he tries to do that, Dean, and tries to play it around the players. The defender is too good there. It's Ben Lees, defender number 4, didn't dive in. But yeah, he is just smooth the way he plays. There's Egbo. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him at Akron. Gets into that program, gets comfortable.
Akron plays in the Mid-American Conference, but they play the best schools in the country every single year. They always play at least 5 or 6 Big Ten schools. They'll play UCSB. They'll play anybody.
Yeah, they get after it. Great program, great facilities they have there at Akron as well. They got a great tradition, too. Big-time players winning national championships.
Yeah, you think about Darlington Nagbe, Sarkody. We talked about Kitchen, Trapp, Maddox.
Teal Bunbury back in the day. I mean, they've had some really, really good players.
Phenomenal. Had some Mac Herman Award winners of their own, right? This one will fall back to Egbo. Egbo from Akron, right on time. It'll go off of him, though, and go deep as 11 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here, thereabouts in regulation. Tied at 4. There'll be no overtime, so if they tie, they tie, and sometimes in an all-star game, that's not the worst thing.
That's right. I think there's another goal left in this game. We'll see what happens, but if somebody come up with something special for one of these teams, win this thing.
Zach Fisher, Toledo St. John's High School. Sohn. Now Wegner. Wegner will look to get it back. As Wegner was trying to spring Grant. He'll come back all the way to Cameron Smith. As we mentioned, he's going to play at Louisville. There's quite a spattering of undecided here on the boys' game. The girls' game, I think every single player has declared where they're going to college, and I'm talking about some big-time programs. In fact, 10 of those young ladies will play in the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's pretty different the way, you know, the college recruiting goes. Some of these girls are committing when they're freshmen, sophomores. You know, they've shifted the recruiting so much younger than it used to be 10 or 15 years ago. All these girls decided where they were going to college when they were 14 years old.
You know, that's a great point. I had Anson Dorrance on my college soccer podcast, and he talked about the fact that this class that played in the College Cup, the first class in his nearly 40 years of coaching, that won't win a national championship, but he said it was because of the recruiting dynamic has changed. You got to offer kids at 9th grade. Yep. Otherwise, they'll go somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because just the different stages of development. Kid's 14 years old is going to be a much different player when they're 18 years old. So I think it's kind of hurt college soccer a little bit to shift that so much younger.
The parity, though, is incredible for the women's game. You're going to have USC and West Virginia in the final tomorrow from San Jose. So, you know, more teams are stepping up.
Yeah, absolutely.
A whistle, as Jason Gary told you, it's going to start getting physical here in the final 9.
I think both teams want to win. These players want to win.
Zaki and Osman are both standing up. They're hoping to get back into this one for the East. This will fall to Sohn and deflected away. It'll be a corner kick, though, for the West.
I like Sohn. I think he's a little bit overlooked player. I mean, he's just done a great job there in the middle of the midfield. He fights, he scraps, he's good with both feet, he gets forward, he's unselfish. I like his game. I like his game a lot.
Well, Eric Stratman from Quincy, Illinois, as is Coach Longo, and he's from Quincy, Illinois, so they'll like hearing that. Here's the corner kick for the West. Punched out of there. The goalkeeper looks like he was a little bit late getting to it. It'll fall top of the 18, still loose, little bicycle kick. As that was Sisenga, number 14, with the bicycle kick inside the box. We're seeing everything, Jason.
It's good stuff. Standing, told his teammate Zaki, watch what I can do. I'll do a bicycle kick. Get that ball out of here.
Tied at 4, under 8 minutes remaining.
It's a good ball.
Long ball looking for Umar. And it'll be a corner kick for the East.
Yeah, it was a really good ball there. The big defender pushed him forward. Tajiki Harris made that long ball. Now he wants to get. I think he played the long ball because he wanted to earn a corner kick, Dean, so he can get up and score a goal off the corner kick. That's what I'm going with. And Thorsheim come over again to take it.
So Thorsheim. A lot of big targets pushing forward for the East. Franklin is in there. So is Harris. But the West can counter the other way. Coming off of it, it's 4-on-4 at the moment. Great hustle back, though, coming from Taziko Harris, number 4. As look at the yellow jerseys get behind the ball. They'll need to. Sent back across. As that was Zach Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher didn't get all in that cross and might have been better off. Oh, tough clearance here.
A little over 6 minutes remaining in this one. Harris will try to shield, and he played that back. What's going to be the call right here? He definitely played it back, and the goalkeeper came over. They're going to call a corner kick. They could have called something else.
Yeah, it looked like some miscommunication there between the goalkeeper and the center back. Difficult when the players aren't used to playing with each other, but it did look like he tapped it back to the goalkeeper. And a good opportunity here from the corner kick.
So corner kick for the West. Tied at 4. Nobody home. Bit of a foot race there. Franklin with the foul as he put his shoulder in. I like that call.
Yeah, it was well done. Good battle there from the West player.
Grant.
Grant, good job there. Won the free kick in a dangerous position. See if he can whip it in here on the left-hand side.
You see the girls now getting ready. Walking over there, Jason, behind the free kick of Grant. Great job by our crew to catch them coming in. Back across. There's Sohn again, just highlighted by Jason Gary. Keeping it alive. Grant will first time it. That was a tough ball to handle. Tough bounce right there.
Yeah, tough bounce. That ball's spinning. He just got the technique a little bit wrong there. He's trying to shape that ball in and put it into the box. It's a difficult one when it's spinning like that on the turf.
After 5 minutes remaining, Mike McLaughlin, St. Ignatius High School in Cleveland, Ohio. His record, amazing, as he's bringing Vowinkle back in. You know, Zaki and Osman will be pining to get back in there as well. Grant, it'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, just rolled over the line there. The girls are ready to go. Get these guys off the field. It's our turn to play. They're ready to go. See him line up right behind the benches.
Pretty impressive touch by Palmer. Just cleaning it up, though, is Cameron Smith. Here's Palmer again. Palmer. And spinning on it is number 10, David Egbo.
Yeah, good defending there by Sohn. So he got all the way back. He's all over the field. So a good game today. A lot of players have had really positive performances that will, some of these undecided players, being chased by colleges. I think everyone's given a pretty good accounting for themselves today. Especially got two goal scorers, McFadden and Ashland.
Yep, Ashland with the brace and McFadden. Ashland for the West, McFadden for the East. The coaches will decide the players of the game for both teams and send them up. It'll be interesting who they pick. It could easily pick those two for sure. Seen some creativity as well from Osman. Thorsheim has had a pretty good game. There's multiple players you could pick, right, Jason?
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't want to have to make that decision.
Yeah, that would be tough. Pick one right now. I don't know if you could do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, so many players have had. I think the guy we highlighted at the beginning, Umar had a great game. He scored his goal finally.
I agree.
Right? But Umar Osman was all over the field. He was just very dynamic, creating for others, and got a goal as well. So great performance by him.
Doesn't look like Zaki and Osman are going to get back in. So we'll see if the East can do it without him. Franklin from Syracuse on the turn. And you think he's fired up? He's a giant out there.
Yeah, and it was a great challenge there by Bisher, I think, that blocked that shot, put himself in the right position. 2 minutes left, corner kick, right at the end of the All-American game. Who's going to get a goal?
Well, you wonder if Jimmy Boeheim's going to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Right? Number 24, Miles Franklin. Looks like he could play for the Orange basketball team. There he is! Boy, that would have been poetic right there.
Boy, that would have been quite a call, Dean. But, man, he rose up. Boeheim would like to have some of that on his basketball team. It was a great header, though. He didn't miss by much. Great technique. The snap flicked that ball towards the back post.
He looks a little bit like Kobe Bryant, who, from what I understand, can play some soccer. He grew up in Italy, right? Kobe Bryant, the great basketball player.
He's a big soccer fan, he sure is.
Vowinkle. He'll give it right back to the West. Getting stuck in right there was Eamon O'Connor.
Yeah, some challenges getting in now.
70 seconds. Right now, the East going to try to win it. Defensively, that's Ben Lease. As Lease will play for the Wisconsin Badgers. Under a minute remaining here in this one. The 2016 Boys High School All-America game. In the West, with 50 seconds remaining. That was Harris getting in the way. There's still time here. Now 40 seconds. Grant pushing it forward. The little man's got two already, looking for the hat trick. As Ashleman was going to try to win it on his own.
He sure was. He's quick, isn't he, on the left-hand side there. It's a great first step, and almost found the back of the net for the third time.
Final seconds in this one, and boy, what a brilliant second half. First half, defensive shape, and in the second half, 7 goals. Final seconds remaining, one bounce out of bounds, and a fitting end. 7 goals in the second half, and it ends 4-4.
Yeah, great game from both of these teams. Some great individual performances from the players, and really a finishing clinic in the second half, Dean. Great day for soccer here in the United States. Fantastic.
Stuart Ashleman gets a couple. Those two Michigan stars as well. Osman and Zaki were brilliant. McFadden with a couple. Aiden McFadden, who played for Bobby Clark in Notre Dame, he gets 2 for the East. And there's Ashleman. Well, you can tell, like, to me a tie is fitting, but I don't think any of those players were necessarily satisfied with a tie, right?
Yeah, I think they all wanted to win the game, but I think it was a fitting ending. Kind of contrasting styles, but you know, both teams showed some great finishing. That West team kind of defended, got back up there, and was able to finish things off. So great game. Coaching staff, you know, appreciating this opportunity for the players, and these guys are going to be playing against each other for the next 4 years as they move on to college.
Stuart Ashleman's going to join us. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with Stuart Ashleman. Scored 2 for the West in this 4-4 tie.
Before the adrenaline. Before the flat-out straights. Before the hairpin turns. At Continental Tire, this is where we test our tires. We put years of research and development into every tire we make. We push our tires to their very limits so you can trust them at yours. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Welcome back to Cardinal Gibbons High School, Raleigh, North Carolina, the site of the 2016 Boys and Girls High School All-America game. The boys game in the books with 7 goals in the second half. Your final score, the East 4 and the West 4. With the brace for the West team, Stuart Ashleman from West Salem High. Plays for Eddie Sobel, 60-plus career goals, 30-plus career assists, and 2 more in this game. Fantastic display in the second half. You guys are having a lot of fun out there, huh, Stuart?
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of back and forth. Obviously, we went up, they tied it up, and then they went on a run, and I was just able to get my team back in the game. Just a couple of lucky bounces fell at me, so they don't put them away.
Well, let's take a look at the goals here and have you walk us through them right now, Stuart, as we take a look at goal number 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, that one I was just holding back, just kind of hoping it would come through, and somebody flicked it on, and I was just in the right spot and just put it away.
So it falls to your left foot, and how about that one?
Yeah, I don't know. That one just came to me again, and I wasn't really ready, but took it on my left and got a little lucky. So.
Well, Jason
Happy.
Gary was talking about the fact you've come all the way from Oregon. Might as well score a couple goals, right? That's a long way to come.
Exactly. Bit of a trip, but made it worth it.
All right. We talked about some players that are moving on to the college ranks as well. We know that McFadden, who's going to join us, he's going to play at Notre Dame. You're still undecided. Talk about you definitely going to play college soccer, you think?
Yeah, for sure. Looking at kind of one school mainly, so I think I'm going to make a decision pretty soon. So excited about that.
All right, congratulations on the brace.
Thank you.
Speaking of brace, we are pleased to be joined by Aiden McFadden. As Aiden McFadden is up here with us from Westchester, Pennsylvania. He's going to go to Notre Dame, and Aiden McFadden also with a couple goals in this one. Congratulations. How about that second half? 7 goals. That was crazy.
Yeah, crazy half. It was a great experience to play with these guys, and obviously there's a lot of talent out there. I mean, for 7 goals and a half, there has to be. It was a great experience. I'm so glad I got to be a part of it.
Well, you're going to now